Hey everybody, it is Dr. Bane, and we are going to do this little checkup from the neck up a little differently this time. And here's why. I'm going to give you a short synopsis of why this was. In the previous two challenges, the checkup from the neck up were Thursday nights at 7:30, right? Seems like no big deal, but for a guy who gets up way early, 7:30, I'm done. Like 7:30 comes and I'm ready to pack it up, put the covers over my head, lay my head down on the pillow and say goodnight. So, we're doing checkup from the neck up a little differently, right? Because otherwise, it was totally affecting me. It was affecting how I was waking up. It was affecting. It seems like a little thing to many people, I know, but 7:30 to me is late. So, in an effort to bypass my sanity, you know what I mean. We're gonna do these checkup from the neck ups. I'm gonna record them. You're more than welcome to post comments below on your thoughts, your questions, your ideas that you think go along with this that can help other people. If you have specific questions, I'll answer those on the following week's checkup from the neck up that I'll record on a Tuesday or a Thursday and then post on Thursday night for you guys. Okay? So here's today's message. The first week's message. So we're a week into Inspire It, right? Everybody's doing fantastic. I think the first day, in fact, everyone, we were 53 for 53. We nailed it. Everybody absolutely crushed their workout. Their sweaties were fantastic. You're fired up. I'm fired up. Diane's fired up. Stella's fired up. Danielle's, we're all fired up for change. Right? And these challenges, many of you who have been doing 10 or 12 of these things, we try to change them every single time because otherwise, if you get stuck in a rut, you get stuck in a rut. So I came across this. I've been reading a lot of books. It's probably why I should go to bed earlier. It Takes What It Takes by Trevor Moawad, who is the sports world's most trusted strategic advisor. He's the performance coach for the Alabama football teams, performance coach for Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, performance coach for a lot of major league teams. Just get the book. Okay, it's a great book. Audio, written, whatever you want. But he tells a story in here. And I'm just going to read a little synopsis of this, and then I'm going to connect it to you guys. And he's talking about Marcus Luttrell, so the U.S. Navy SEAL who was in the movie Lone Survivor. And he goes on to tell a story, and just listen to this. All right, in June 2005, Marcus and 3 other members of the SEAL Team 10 were dispatched into Hindu Kush mountains in eastern Afghanistan with a mission to kill or capture a Taliban leader. After a group of goat herders stumbled upon the SEALs and gave their location to Taliban soldiers, the Taliban attacked. Luttrell's 3 teammates were killed, and he was left to try to survive an enemy onslaught in an unfamiliar area. This is where it gets crazy. Not that wasn't crazy. Now we get nuts. Luttrell was shot 11 times. He broke his back and his pelvis and blew out his knees. He broke his nose and bit off a piece of his tongue. So imagine, you're in a foreign country, and they know you're there to kill their leader. And you're in a mountain. You're the only survivor. And now you've got, now you've been shot. You've got broken back and pelvis. You got blew out knees. And listen, he needed to travel 7 miles to reach the nearest village to have a chance. To even have a chance of survival, he was going to have to travel 7 miles with a broken back, a broken pelvis, blown out knees, and being shot 11 times. And then just a little broken nose and his tongue was missing. All right, so all that's going on. But he had to travel 7 miles somehow to even have any chance of survival. But he didn't think about the total distance he had to cover. That would have been overwhelming. And made him quit. As he laid on the ground looking at the moon, he decided to crawl. 7 miles with a broken pelvis, a broken back, a bitten tongue, and a broken nose. And shot 11 times. So you've got blood oozing everywhere. He grabbed a rock and drew a line in the dirt. Then he crawled forward. When his feet passed the line, he drew another. He did that for 7 miles. That's the ultimate in neutral thinking. Marcus didn't think positively. He didn't think negatively. He thought, I'm capable of crawling to this line. So, for some of you, you're fired up on day 1. Right? You're excited. Day 2, you may have feel a little injury. You may be, not a little injury, a little sore. Day 3, you may be like, oh my God, what the heck? I can't even crawl out of bed. Day 4, day 5, day 6, you're like, I just want to sleep in right now. I'm really, really tired. When you get that thought in your head, think about Marcus Luttrell, who was stuck in a mountain with a broken back, a broken pelvis, broken nose, a bitten off tongue, shot 11 times, and yet still was able to crawl 7 miles on his belly by simply drawing a line in the sand, crawl, 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 crawl. When his feet crossed that line, he drew another line and just kept doing for 7 miles. You're in this program for 27 days. That may seem like forever. That may seem like an eternity, and this is just a simple challenge. You're in your life for your life. And as I've posted before, there are no promises, so you just live every single day. So if this challenge is 27 days, it's out there on the horizon. And you've got some injuries, you've got some pain, you've got some thoughts in your head like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is worth it. You know, my spouse is saying, why are you doing this? What's the point of this? You're just going to end up where you were. Well, all this, whatever influence you're having in your head, you're in control of one thing, your choices and your actions. That's it. And your attitude. But if you're crawling on your belly and you're trying to go 7 miles, it doesn't matter how positive a thinker or how negative a thinker you are. You just have to do the work. So as you're going through this, start taking emotion out of this. Emotion can get you started, but it's not going to help you finish. Emotion can get you up in the morning like, let's do this, but it's not going to help you finish. You mentally have to decide in here, it's going to have to start with the 6 inches between your ears. This is what I'm going to do. This is why I'm going to do it. And this is what's going to happen. And then I'm going to cross it off. On day 1, I was successful. I won the day. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm also going to have a battle. I'm going to be on my belly. I've been shot 11 times. I got a broken back, broken pelvis, broken nose, a bit off part of my tongue. I have to travel. I'm down to almost 6 miles now. I have a choice to make. Am I going to lay here and see what happens, or am I going to do something about it? And am I going to wake up in the morning and just eat whatever I want and maybe not exercise and see what life throws at me as far as, you know, if I have high blood pressure, cholesterol, all this other stuff, or are you going to do something about it? You define you. You define the actions you take, you define the attitude that you have, and you decide who comes with you. You decide who's in your environment. If somebody's a negative Nancy, guess what? You may not want to spend much time with them or around them. You become your environment. Okay, that's in short what I'm trying to say. You become who you hang out with. Not oftentimes they become you. You become them. So watch your environment, watch your thoughts, watch your attitude, and take this one day at a time. You guys are doing fantastic. Week 2, it's all about you. Go get it.